Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Lorrien. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button down below and also turn your notifications on so that you'll be the first to watch any future videos that I post. But for today's look, I'm going to be creating a kind of neutral, soft fall look. It's the weekend and we're heading out, going to a cider mill and doing some fun fall stuff. So I wanted to do a nice, kind of fall but not so extra, I guess, look. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to be taking you guys along with me and showing you step by step how I achieve the look that I will be doing. So sit tight and let's get right into this video. So starting out, I just want to prime my eyebrows before I fill them in, just because priming them helps them last a little bit better for me. And I'm just going to be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I prefer to use this on my eyebrows and then just concealer over my whole eyelid before eyeshadow. Next, I'm going in with my Benefit Goof Proof eye pencil in the shade number 5, which is a dark brown black. Next, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Peach, and I'm going to use that to clean up my brows and set my entire eyelid. Now I'm just using the number 7 brush from the Nazanin Kavari brush set to carve out my brows and clean up. And this brush, actually, if you watch her video, she says that this is more so for eyeshadows, but I actually like it for cleaning up the brows. Now I am just going to go in with my beauty blender and just blend that in. I'm just going to set that concealer using the number 4 Nazanin Kavari brush and using the NYX Finishing Powder. I'm just going to set that into place. Now, since we're going to the cider mill, I'm going to keep the theme and festivities going, and I'm going to use my Pumpkin Spice Too Faced palette. I'm just going to start by using my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush in the shade Whipped Cream down here, that light shade, and just apply some to my brow bone area. My makeup routine has changed and switched up so much over the years, but applying a lighter shade to my brow bone, I feel like is forever a thing. I'm just gonna take the number 6 Nazanin brush in the shade Cocoa Drizzle, which is that one in the corner there. Just apply that to my crease. Now I'm just gonna grab a different brush. This one actually I got in an Ipsy package one month, and it's by Vasanti. So I'm not too familiar with the brand, but it is a good brush. So I kind of want to look into it some more, see what other kind of brushes they have. I'm just holding the brush at the very end just so that I'm not applying too much pressure, because I feel like the closer you hold it to bristles, you apply more pressure. So the further to the end you go, the lighter your strokes. You're not taking too much product off. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the shade Warm and Cozy, which is that middle color there, that brownie color. I'm just applying that to the outer parts of my eyelid. I'm just starting out by just patting it in, slowly bringing it in. I don't want it in too much. I just want it to be focused on the outer corners of my lid. I'm just going back in with that blending brush. Now I think I'm gonna try to go in with Spice Spice Baby, which is this center kind of soft brownie color, and I'm gonna add that into the outer corners as well and just patting it in. I'm just going to grab this brush by Farrah, which is another buffing brush, and just slowly and gently kind of bring it towards the center. Now I'm just gonna grab that smudger brush, which is the number 8 in the Nazanin Kavari, and just add a little bit to the outer with that same warm and cozy shade. Just smudging this into the ends of my lash line and then blend like your life depended on it. Now I'm going to cut my crease using that number 7 NYX brush, and I'm using some Revlon concealer in a stick form, and I'm just swiping my brush across. Now I'm just gonna go in with that buffing brush and blend the concealer and shadow together, but it's not so stark. Just taking more of that warm and cozy color and patting it in. I'm just going to mix the shade a la mode, which is that pinky mauve color, and a little bit of that whipped cream. I'm gonna mix those two together and apply those to my lid. So right over that concealer that we applied. Now I'm just grabbing a wipe and I'm just going to clean up a little bit of that eyeshadow. I'm just going to take a little bit of this Femme Couture highlighter that I've had for ages. I'm just going to apply that right into the inner tear duct just to brighten up. I'm just going to prime my face using the NYX Studio Perfect primer. Now I am going back in with that whipped cream color just because I feel like I'm not getting that brightness that I want near the tear duct. So getting rid of some of this. Blending. Going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless foundation in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I'm just going to apply some of that to my hand and apply it with the number 2 Nazanin Cavari brush, which is this one here. Now I'm just going in with my beauty blender and just blending out any streaks or lines or anything. Now I'm just grabbing that number 9 brush and from the Nazanin Cavari set, and I just need to apply around my brows. I'm going back in with my e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer. Now I'm just going to set my under eyes using that same number 2 NYX brush, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face using some loose powder and my big fluffy brush by Real Techniques. And with my Hoola bronzer and my number 1 NYX brush and just contouring and carving out cheekbones. Now this brush is pretty heavy. Sometimes it kind of makes it hard to really contour with it. I'm just going to use my Beige Chocolate Orange Truffle blush palette, and I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. complex brush and just apply to my cheeks. I'm going to be using this Morphe highlighter. Apply that to my cheekbones, on my temples. I'm going to contour my nose, and I'm going to use this NYX contouring palette and this Eco brush, taking the darkest shade. Then I'm just grabbing this little shading brush and grabbing these 2 shades. I like to mix them at the top and go down the brim of my nose. And just using that same loose powder. Oh, I forgot to contour my forehead. Now I'm just going to set my brows using the Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 6. I definitely got a big blop right up in the front there. Now I feel the pressure to have to do the same to this one. Okay, I like to save my eyeliner for last because I feel like when I apply it, right when I apply the shadow, I end up getting powder and stuff in it, and it ends up like fading out and not looking as black or as dark. So I like to save it for last, and I'm going to do that now. I just took the lid off, but I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio in the shade Black. And I'm just using my Morphe 160 brush to apply this. Applying eyeliner on camera is very intimidating. I am going to clean up using that flat edge brush. I don't have any product on it, just whatever was left over. There we go. Now we're talking. Now I am going to apply mascara. No! Oh my god. No. I hate when that happens. It's okay. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Okay, so that mascara that I got on my eyelid, I'm just going to use whipped cream to cover that up, hopefully. Hate when that happens. I was trying so hard to. Alright, I think I got it covered, but now I have to even them up. This is exactly what I was talking about with the eyeliner. That's why I saved it for last. So much for that. Now I have to go back in with my highlighter to fix that. I'm actually going to use a different highlighter. Use the Beige palette. I'm going to use this light shade up here. Ethereal? Okay, Ethereal. Don't be too light now, Ethereal. Lord. Now the lipstick I want to use is actually downstairs in my purse, but it's the NYX Nude Truffle lip liner, the NYX lipstick in shade a la mode, and then the NYX butter gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. So those will be going on my lips. Now I'm just gonna go through and just touch everything up before I set it. Oh, one thing I did forget. I want to put some shadow on my lower lash line. That's why I didn't apply the mascara. Now I'm just grabbing that number 8 smudger brush and the shade Cocoa Drizzle, which is right up here, and just applying it to my lower lash line. Applying shadow to your lower lash line, I feel like just pulls the whole look together. I do actually want to clean up the contour on my cheeks. Forgot about that part. So I'm just using that NYX Finishing Powder. That's symmetrical, right? Now I'm going to go in and just touch up. Now I'm just going to use that number 2 NAS brush to just brush this off. I'm just going to set my face using the Morphe Continuous setting spray. Now I am going to go ahead and finish getting ready off camera, and I will be back with the final look. Alright guys, here is the final look. I will list everything I used down below in the description box for you guys. But we are off to the cider mill. It's such a perfect day today. It's sunny, but it's also chilly. It's like the perfect fall day. So yeah, guys, leave me a comment down below. Let me know your favorite fall activity, if you've been to the cider mill, or if you have cider mills where you live. Also, please remember to subscribe, turn your notifications on, and give this video a huge thumbs up. And as always, until next time, bye guys.